I'm Olivia Drost with this week's World News. In California, a 1,200-foot ship reportedly dragged an oil pipeline, resulting in an oil leak. Investigators have concluded that the cargo ship has caught the underwater oil pipeline and dragged it across the seafloor in rough areas. The spill was estimated to have spilled around 25,000 gallons of crude and oil, unfortunately contaminating the water, killing birds, fish, and mammals, affecting not only the U.S. but other countries surrounding it. Outside of the United States, in another large body of water, the Mar Menor, a large saltwater lagoon in the southeastern coast of Spain, has become severely contaminated. This lagoon typically draws tourists to its beautiful, pristine waters. However, over recent years, the lagoon has become threatened. Dead fish have washed up along the shore and filled the lagoon. Scientists believe that either climate change or nitrate-filled runoffs are the ones to blame.
Hey, it's Sam Leeds here to report U.S. news this week. Colin Powell, former Secretary of State, has passed away due to COVID complications at the age of 84. He was the country's first black Secretary of State and was a four-star general. He was fully vaccinated. There was a shooting in Louisiana at Grambling State University's homecoming event this past weekend, leaving 1 dead and 7 injured. This was the second fatal incident this week on campus. Jurors will be selected on Monday for the trial of the 3 men who killed Ahmaud Arbery. Rallies have been occurring in order to gain attention and justice for Ahmaud's killers. Ahmaud was killed February 23rd while out for a run. His death sparked national attention and racial justice protests around the country.
Hello, my name is Wyatt Rose, and I'm here with your American Politics Update. Over the past few months, America has witnessed history with a record number of 4.3 million people quitting their jobs in August. This is due to the rising and immediate interest in unionization and collective bargaining. According to the August JOLTS survey, the number of quits increased in August to 4.3 million. The quit rate increased to a series high of 2.9%. Quits increased in accommodation and food services, wholesale trade, and state and local education. Americans feel as if their jobs are not paying enough and are not providing a safe work environment in these dire times. This comes in correlation with the fight for rising federal minimum wage change. The last time Congress raised the minimum wage was 2009, and many workers believe that that number should be raised again in accordance with current inflation. Even more interesting, many people are reporting on social media screenshots of their messages with toxic former employers. These text messages are baffling and show employers treating their staff members like prisoners, begging them to come to work. Many small business owners, however, believe that they would be crippled if a minimum wage number was raised. Opponents of this notion reply that if they can't pay proper wages, offer better products, or sell a better experience, why should the business even be open in the first place? What do you think? Do you think that workers should be paid more for what they do? Your answer will derive from the people you know and your own personal experiences.
Hi, I'm India Vroman, here with your local news. Cumberland County is rising to the top when it comes to ethnic and gender diversity. A longtime resident, Gary Etchelberger, is one of the first to speak about the rising amount of diversity surrounding our county. Quote, "We're increasingly in Cumberland County becoming multi-ethnic and multiracial," end quote. Just a decade ago, our county was 88% Caucasian. Now, African Americans make up 47.2% of our population, the Asian population has doubled, and the Hispanic and Latino population has grown by 85%. Not only have we seen a rise in our ethnic group numbers, we've also seen a spike in our female population. Our county is now seeing even numbers of male and female residents, leading to a more equal number of males and females in the workplace. One Amazon fulfillment center in Carlisle said that their crew of 600 people is made up of 42.7% females. This was said to be a large jump in numbers from just a decade ago when their warehouse was largely made up of men.
Hello, Cedar Cliff. I'm Olivia R., and I'm here with your school news. As you know, this past week was homecoming. Huge congratulations to our Queen Zoe Conklin and our King Jonte Morris. The Colts won their football game against Palmyra this week with a score of 42-14. Cast lists were dropped for the spring musical Phantom of the Opera. Congratulations to everyone who made it. Recently, the football game changed its protocols. You must now bring your student ID to the football games, follow the West Shore School District's bags policy, and students are no longer allowed to congregate by the concession stands and ticket booth stands. Students must watch the games from the stands. Check out Cedar Cliff Minithon to order butter bread in support of fighting childhood cancer. Stop by Miss Anderson's room for more details. That's all for this week for the Colts. Thanks for tuning in and have a great weekend.
Hi, it's Aiden Lacey with This Week in Fashion. Fortnite, one of the most popular player versus player battle royale games, is widely known for their frequent collaborations with popular movie franchises, brands, and even celebrities. In previous collabs, Fortnite has teamed up with various household names from TikTok star Bella Poarch to American rapper and record producer Travis Scott. However, on September 20th, Fortnite released what they called Digital Fashion, a collab with the designer brand Balenciaga, into the realm of Fortnite. This release arrived in the game with new skins, accessories, emotes, and more that allow Fortnite players to game in style. At the same time, Balenciaga has released Fortnite-inspired items like backpacks, hats, and hoodies, which are quickly becoming out of stock. Although I will not be purchasing a Balenciaga Fortnite hoodie, this may be Fortnite's big break in the fashion community.
I'm Tristan Metherall with this week's music segment. This past week, all music ensembles had their first concert of the year. The Pops concert, featuring band, orchestra, and all choirs, was our first concert we could participate in since the hit of COVID. On Tuesday, our marching band got to perform at the New Cumberland Halloween Parade. This was an exciting week for our musical team as well, as student contracts were signed and costume fittings were attended. Stay tuned for more music department news.
What's your name?
Ash Hussein.
Thank you for talking to me, Ash. Did you go to homecoming this year?
Yeah.
What, did you like it?
Not really.
Okay, what did you feel about having the masks on during homecoming?
Honestly, I was fine with it. It's just that there was barely anybody wearing theirs.
You felt
It
like
was either people having it on their foreheads, under their chins, or below their nose, and they were just like around. They were very close together.
So that ties to my next question, compliance, which clearly you don't think went very
There
well.
was none.
Hello, what's your name?
Katie Kerbaugh.
Did you attend homecoming this year?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I think it was pretty enjoyable.
What would you like changed for prom if you're gonna go to prom this year? Like,
I think if we can, I'd like to have it in the gym just because there's more room and it's not as cramped, and it'd
Yeah.
be better to space out like with your friends.
and also during COVID, it would make more
Yeah.
sense to have more space.
Like I get the ventilation thing with the doors open, but I think spacing out would be better in the gym.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Nikolai Hogan.
Overall, how do you feel about the mask mandate in PA schools?
I think it's kind of redundant considering that a lot of like public places don't require them anymore. And like I said, I understand why it is a thing, but I find it kind of strange that there were, when they announced it, they gave us like a week in advance and said if it was that urgent, they should have just made it effective immediately.
Hello, what is your name?
Kaylee Hart.
Okay, how did you enjoy homecoming this year?
The event itself, I don't think was put together very well. It was cheap. The tickets were overpriced. The event itself was not great.
Okay, how did you like wearing masks during homecoming?
I thought it was stupid. I thought it defeated the purpose.
What would you like changed for prom then, since you didn't like how homecoming was done?
I think they should spend more money on prom.
Yes, the
If they're
tickets
going
are
to
more
charge,
expensive, so they could
if they
do that.
charge exorbitant prices for prom, they should raise the quality. Also, I think they should think about things logically because that made no sense whatsoever.
Well, did you at least like how it looked, or you just thought it wasn't it didn't even look good to you?
The decor was cheap.
Okay.
I don't think they're doing any good.
Okay. How do you think student compliance is going, at least in our school, related to the masks?
I think it's not there. I think the other reason that the masks don't work is because people don't listen to the mandates.
Yes.
They don't follow it. Most people go around with it under their mouth or nose anyway, so why put the mandate in
it's completely
there?
ineffective
Yes.
when you don't have it fully covering your mouth and your nose. Yeah.
So I think the whole thing is pointless and there are many flaws in logic.
Well, I thank you for your opinions and talking to me today. Thank you very much, Kaylee.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, good. Thank you, Kaylee.